Okay. It is recording. All right. Sorry about that. So welcome to the meeting. I'm glad you all could join us. Let's see who all's here. Tina and Denise and Kathleen. There's my other Tina and Haley. So all of mine are here and 2 of Eliana's. All righty. So I'm hoping Tammy didn't get lost and knows where to go. And I think there was Patsy, a couple more. So maybe they can watch the recordings. All right, so we're going to talk about working the plan. Y'all have been working so hard. You're almost at the end. I'm so proud of all of you because I know how hard it can be. And, scheduling time and making time to do things. So I'm really proud, and I think you should all give yourself a round of applause for making it this far through the program. Because as you know, not everyone did. We got some people who just fell off the first week, didn't we? So congratulations to y'all for sticking to it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're working the plan. We're going to, what do you mean by working the plan? It's putting together everything that we've done so far and now putting together an actual plan to move forward to continue growing to our next title level and keep growing your business beyond. So we'll talk about how to look at your campaign and the whole quarter so that you can understand your results, find where your gaps are. To me, the gaps are the secret because the gaps is what you're missing. So if you can find out what you're missing, you can find out how to fix that and how to move on and grow. And then creating a plan to take action. And of course, never forget the multiplier. That's your team. Especially I know my team is very familiar with Kickstart, working your team through the Kickstart program, teaching them to do the same because they're your multiplier. They're like creating a lot of little mini me's to just go out and work the business. So working the plan. So you put together a great plan, but you got to find out if it's working, right?
Right.
So when you put your plan together, then you execute, and then you track your progress. Can anybody give me an example of a time that you did these 3 steps? And it can be Avon, it can be anything, maybe even something small or a household project. What about a birthday party? Who's done that?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So you had to plan it, right?
Right.
And then go ahead. Talk about how you executed it and how you tracked your progress to see if you were getting everything you needed on time.
Okay. You plan it, first of all, you have to check and see what all you need. And then after you find out what all you need, then you have to make sure you track your progress and make sure that you got everything that you need so the party will be a success. Then afterward, if the party went good, you execute if everybody enjoyed this.
Yeah.
That happened to the unicorn party.
Yes, unicorn party. So first you put a plan together. Then you have to order balloons and you have to order cake. That's your execution, Mm-hmm. So then you track and you see, okay, do I have everything in line? Is everything coming in on time? You go back over your list. So not quite the same as planning for a business, but that's the closest similarity I get to come up with. Anybody else have any thoughts on that? How important is it to track your progress?
Very important.
Mm-hmm. Not just with unicorn parties, but with your business. Tracking your progress is crucial.
Yes.
So let's talk about the progress, because when you're tracking your progress, you can figure out what the right action is to take so you can achieve your goal, either on the short term, which is the current campaign, or the long term, which is when you're looking back 6 campaigns back to find out where the gaps are so that you'll know in the next quarter where you can make that up. So you want to look at your campaign progress and to maintain your current title or achieve the next title. How many of you look at your tracker? Like right down here where it says 78%.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay. Good. Mm-hmm. So how many look at the next title goal to see how close you are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will be the telltale signs because you can see how much what you need to get there. So during the campaign, you should look at this daily or every other day so you can take the right actions to make sure you're maintaining your current title or advancing to the next one. So let's read a little bit about Carrie. Who has a computer screen and they can read this for me, please?
I can, I guess.
Thank you.
Okay. Carrie is a bronze leader who recently participated in the leadership development program. She checks her progress during the current campaign and finds that she has achieved 99% of her current titles requirement. She is thrilled that her efforts are paying off. Carrie has a goal to become a silver leader in the next year. She checks her progress towards the silver leader requirement so she can adjust her activities and achieve her goal.
Exactly. That's how you move on to the next level. If she's finding out what she has to do every campaign to get to that next level. She knows she's going to make her current campaign title. She's 99%. But if she's a little low, she knows what to do. What do you do when you find out that you are looking like you're going to be a little short of maintaining your current title?
I start contacting all my team members.
Exactly. Reaching out and contacting and making it happen. Has there ever been a time, or maybe with you it's every campaign, I don't know, but do y'all ever start reaching out and then you make your goal and you're just so happy about it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because it makes you feel so accomplished. You see that you actually took action to do something and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing when you're reaching for that next goal. Maybe you know you're not going to be able to make the next goal that campaign because maybe you're going to be 2 people short and you know this, but you can work towards that sales goal and you can keep recruiting and working to it and inching your way to it every campaign.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So let's talk about our gaps. So let's look at this and see what is keeping Carrie from becoming a silver leader. She's a little short on her team sales, and she needs another Gen 1 leader. So you see she's 99% to current, 78 to the next. She is not that far away. Right here, she needs a Gen 1 leader, of course. And let's see, her total team sales is $7,112.5. So if she was to get another bronze leader on her team, that's $8,000. That would make that gap, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and we all know where to find them. If you're lucky, you've been building leaders your whole Avon career, so you've got some golds and silver that you know are going to move up to bronze. But if you haven't, you may have to start all over, do some heavy recruiting to get those bronze ambassadors started.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it harder. That's why I'm always like, teach them Kickstart. Bring up those bronze ambassadors as fast as you can because they're going to keep moving on. Okay, so now we want to plan to take action. So what are some things you see here that Carrie can grow her team's total number of orders, so get more people to order, or grow her team's average order size? So what ideas have y'all used in the past to help grow your team sales?
Basic, getting more people to order from them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if they started out with 5 people, keep telling them to, keep adding on every campaign, or, in between the add on, their sales will go up more.
Grow their customers, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what else have y'all tried?
I remind them to contact all their customers because sometimes they don't always contact every customer that has ordered from them in the past.
That is the biggie. What else? Anybody have one more suggestion?
I contact ones that are like inactive 4 campaigns, 5 campaigns, let them know you need to order soon, otherwise your account's going to go inactive, and then about half the time that'll get them to put some sort of order in.
Yes. And I found a lot of times when I reach out to people and let them know that's about to happen, they end up thanking me instead of being mad at me. Sometimes they didn't realize. I always just want to caution everyone, best way to make those contacts is to have a prior relationship with them, though. The ones that don't order are typically the ones who are like, she never calls me unless I'm not placing orders. So make sure to keep that in mind for sure. Those are 3 great ideas. I want to tell you a quick little story about following up. When I was a representative, my upline leader was a President's Council member. She would place her order on, I think, Sundays. And then Monday morning, everyone who didn't order, she would reach back out to. She would be on the phone all day Monday. Monday was her call day, the day after orders. That's when we did things differently, of course. Of course, you can still do it that way. But anyway, she would rake in another $1,000 in orders just by following up on those who didn't order prior. And she would follow up with to get the orders in the first place. But if they didn't place an order or she didn't reach them prior to get a no, she called them. That's another $1,000 in orders. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. Towards the end of my Avon career, I started doing that too. And I would end up with another $100 or $200, which worked for me. Yeah. So these are some things that are ideas to increase total sales. Share best practices on social media. How many of you have a page for just your team?
Me.
I do.
Good. Do y'all feel like it's an effective way to communicate?
Yes.
Yes.
It
Ideas
is.
quickly. And follow up with representatives with no orders. Shares ideas for creating an order during this campaign. So we just heard that one. And then to increase the average order size. We didn't talk a lot about that one, but share add-on sales ideas with your team. For example, when a customer buys lipstick, talk to her about adding a matching lip liner. I was always so bold. If you order lipstick, I say, hey, look at these shoes. It doesn't matter what you're upselling. Just upsell something. I mean, if you got some pretty new red lipstick, why wouldn't you want a pretty red pair of shoes, right?
Right.
I know I'm right. Or definitely a purse. Anything. Yeah. So just recommend something you think they would like. And then share your cross-category sales ideas with your team. So, if she buys jewelry, encourage her to add makeup to complete her look. Or people who purchase this item also purchase this item. There's other ideas. There are VIP clubs. Have y'all heard of that? I like that idea. It was pretty good. And anybody know what that is?
Yeah, when they buy so many of one item, then at some point they get that same item free.
No.
No?
That's a customer, I don't know what that's called. I forgot what that was called, but yeah, there's that idea. But okay. I had a representative and her team, her upline, come up with this VIP. So she sent a text out to all of her customers and said, call me back and tell me, yes, I want to be a VIP so that I can get in on special sales and discounts every campaign. So if they text her back, she created a text list just for those people. And she would find an item in the brochure and say, this item is $1 off, or this item is $2 off this week.
Huh.
And, it would be maybe a $9.99 set of something. So she would increase her sales that way. What other kind of creative ideas do y'all have to increase the average order size?
Sometimes I tell my customers, if anybody plays an order for $50 or more, then they'll win some kind of prize I have for them.
Yeah.
Some kind of prize to give them.
Exactly.
I did that over the summer because the summer been kind of slow dragging, and it worked out good.
Do you, Tina, do you know, or does anyone know what your average order size is?
Mine's run I think 800 something.
No, I mean per customer. Where, yeah. So if you have 800 customers, about how many people do you have order every time?
Probably between about 15, 20, somewhere up in there.
Okay, I'm just going to say divided by 20, okay? So
okay.
800 divided by 20. That means your average order size per customer is $40.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're telling them to everybody that places an order over $50 gets a prize, what you're doing is you're adding $10 to your average order size over that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And the key that's great. And the key is you have to know what your average order size. So if your average order size is $35, you may want to ask them to place an order over $45 or even just $40 just to get that extra $5 per customer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're getting 20 customers times 10, that's $200 extra you're adding to your sales.
Yeah, because every time I have more customers than that, but every time it don't be the same group that'll order.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to keep on building.
I was thinking I just seen a message from Jenny, but I can't find it now. I think it said she wasn't going to be able to make it, but anyway, I just wanted to make sure I re-answered her. So, what do y'all think about that? Is that something y'all could do, or have you tried?
Yeah.
Yeah, great way to increase your sales. A couple of great ideas. Does anyone have anything else they want to share before we move on? Now, y'all know I don't let you be quiet, even if it's a seminar call. I like interaction. Okay, so she also needs to increase her Gen 1 leaders. So some of the things that she can do is, of course, recruit new team members, identify team members who are good potential leaders. How do you go about identifying someone who's a good potential leader?
Someone who's consistently placing orders each campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how would you approach how would you approach a leadership conversation with them?
Congratulate them on their success so far, maybe, and kind of approach the subject if they would be interested in building a team.
Okay, good. How would you? That's a good start. Compliment them on their success, and then you said work your conversation into asking them about building a team. So, what would y'all do to get that conversation rolling?
Basic, what I do if I see they place an order all the time, their order pretty decent high, I'll say you should get your team because you placed an order, and if you had someone to help you, you could move to the next level, then you can help pull them up.
Okay, that's good too, but what would you do between what Kathleen said and what Tina said? What could we work in between that might really get that person thinking about leadership? I know you know.
The free stuff. The bonuses.
They're why. Find out what they want. So in between that compliment, you kind of find out, what is it you want to do with your business? How would you like to see happen with your business? Or, what is it that you are looking to accomplish? How is your Avon money helping you grow? All open-ended questions that might get her talking, and then you can work in that opportunity along with the bonus opportunity she would have to become a leader.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that we've all looked back at our people who were $200 and above and said, "Hey, you want to be in leadership, huh?"
Right.
I've done it. We all have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you want to coach them to help them achieve, their first title level or beyond that. But you always have to remember to get permission to coach. And I know we talked a little bit about that last time. So, y'all comfortable with asking for permission to coach someone?
Yeah, because basically you're right, because everybody may not want to do that from the beginning.
Yeah, but to ask them for permission to coach them, you don't have to say, "Hey, can I coach you?"
No.
You can just say, "I'd like to partner with you," or "What do you think if you and I did blah, blah, blah together?" Just kind of work that in. Because I know a lot of people, that was a big stumbling block, was to say, I'm interested in coaching you. Do you want to be coached? So it just doesn't flow out right, does it? So, you know, there's
No.
different ways to ask those questions. And I don't want anybody to be shy because this is a safe space and it is just for you. So, and then, of course, you know, we talked about first recruiting new representatives who might be interested. I mean, right now, look at the opportunity we have. This $10 kit has been blowing things up. It is phenomenal, and I'm loving every minute of it. But you know what? Just we get them to do the $10 kit, but sign up. But we've got to get that to become an order. And from that order, we want to go to the next step. And we want to talk about, you know, getting the $150 kit or the $100 kit, and then continuing to work through Kickstart and get the $200 bonus. Because what happens when you make it through Kickstart? If you have a representative, they meet their sales, they meet their recruiting, they get a $200 Kickstart bonus. What comes next?
They're going to become a leader.
They're going to become a bronze ambassador.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes they do it even before the kick starts up. So we're talking they can earn $1,000, $1,500 even before their first 7 campaigns are up or shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
And that's going to make them want to stay.
Yeah.
How many of y'all have got a taste of bonus money before?
Oh, yeah.
They want some more.
Right.
That's what we have to do. You have to give them a taste. And
right.
they're going to want the more.
That's right.
Yeah. So, you know, let's talk about the right actions and how to achieve our goals by tracking our progress. We'll talk about the short and the long term. Got to move some things out of my way. So we're looking at long-term progress now. So to rise to the next level, this is where there's a lot of reports. So to look beyond the campaign, you want to understand the results of your last 6 campaigns, figure out where the gaps are, and then create a plan to take action for the next. It's recommended that you really do a review every 6 campaigns. So I know that I will go over any of my team's last 6 campaigns with them, and I'm sure that Ileana or your new coach would do the same thing with you. Go over those last 6 campaigns, because this is where you're going to look back in hindsight and you're going to say, okay, this is where I was missing. This is what I need to get to where I want to go. So let's talk about some ideas to improve your personal results. We want to prospect. Meeting new people is the backbone of your business, right?
Yeah.
And how many times have I said, every new person you meet, they are not just a customer. They're not just a prospect. They are either of those 2 things, plus a fundraising opportunity, a referral opportunity, a helper opportunity. Every new person creates an opportunity for you. So you want to go back, look at the people you know, and contact them. Some of y'all may not realize this, but you've met new people since you've started your Avon business, and you think they know you sell Avon, but they do not. Because you think you posted it, they know. So have that conversation. Put a book in their hand or a link to your store. Make 5 contacts 5 days a week. And I'm going to talk about Haley just for a second, because one of the things about Haley is she makes 5 contacts a day. Sometimes she doesn't even leave her house, but she finds 5 contacts on Facebook. She finds 5 contacts when she does go out. But one thing I know is she's consistently making 5 contacts a day, and she's consistently signing people up. Oh, there's Haley. I thought I lost you there for a minute. There she is. Conduct Avon opportunity meetings. Follow Grow when you talk to people. Increase your add-on sales and cross-category sales, and steal other people's ideas. It's okay.
Yeah. Right.
And then you can title, identify your next leaders, coach your next leaders, and coach lower level leaders to achieve higher titles. So what other idea? That's a lot of ideas. So what other ideas do you have that will increase these personal measures, or what can you say about any of the things that I just mentioned? What about opportunity meetings? Who have done them? And
Yeah, we.
Go ahead. Tell us how your opportunity meetings go, Tina.
They go pretty good. What we usually do is we'll call it a Avon meet and greet.
Uh-huh.
And we'll tell whoever come, we'll tell them, say, you can invite somebody, and basically we'll invite them and have different little stuff and bring different products and stuff.
Yep.
And then afterwards, well, before it's all over with, we'll ask and see if anybody want to join. And usually we'll at least get somebody to sign up.
Mm-hmm. Now, some of what Tina left out, they do a really good job. This whole team does. Each member invites someone. Each member brings something. Each member shares a little bit of their story. And by the end of the meeting, people want to sign up. It is not unheard of to have 2 or 3 people or sign up at these opportunity meetings they have. But they're not always in that manner. Sometimes we don't have a big team to work with like Tina does. Sometimes it's just us or maybe 1 or 2. So you can do opportunity pop-ups in fast food restaurants, at the park. I've seen them at pools. I've seen them at garage sales especially. And y'all know because the representative appreciation, that Friday, was it Friday or Saturday is garage sale day?
Both.
Oh, okay. Right.
So set up at a friend's garage sale, have your own garage sale. You don't have to sell your own stuff. You can sell Avon. Also, there's videos. I'm actually working this week on some videos, and anybody on this call is welcome to do a video with me or get with your coach and do one. But I seen this thing, and this lady friended me. The next thing I know, she's sending me a video for a different direct sales company, and they've got her in the corner, and the representative of the company is launching her party. And they're showing products and having a wonderful time. So I'm doing a couple of videos this week with some of my team members where we're going to show products, talk about the things we like, and offer the Avon opportunity in a video that lasts less than 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. I saw one with the jewelry, but that one went on for an hour and a half, and my attention span is not that long.
Yeah. If you're going to have a party like that, it needs to go along for like 30 minutes. I've heard those were very successful. Okay. But this one's a video that we're just going to, she's going to send out on her Facebook page, and everybody who shares this video with their friends will get entered into a drawing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So if anybody wants more information on that, let me know. And I don't think y'all have my number, Kathleen and Denise, but you can reach out to me and get it, or message me on Facebook. I think Kathleen and I are friends, and Denise, we can be friends too if you want to be. I'm a very friendly person. And of course, my team, I'm looking at all 4 of y'all going, when are we going to make a video?
Right.
Because, I just haven't called you yet. Everybody else in my video, I just happened to be on the phone with this week. And I was like, hey, we're going to do this. Y'all know how I am. I'm very loosey-goosey, aren't I? I probably should have said that on a recorded meeting. We have fun, though. I told you I have fun. I don't. I'm not real stiff. Yeah. I think we should have fun and enjoy ourselves.
That's right.
So, improving your team's results, sharing your best practices, your how-to ideas on social media. Duplicate your learnings from the coaching program. How many of y'all have shared what you've learned here with your team?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I can't hear Haley, but I know she's there somewhere saying I did too, because I just talked to her last week, and she shares the coaching program with her downline, and they're doing quite an amazing job. Recognize team members regularly. Who likes to be recognized?
Everybody.
We all do.
Yeah.
And create team competitions and offer prizes. Connect the team with learning opportunities and invest in coaching the right people. That is key.
Right, we do that.
Yeah. What happens when you coach people who don't really want to be coached?
That's not going to work out well.
Yeah. And what does that do? Go ahead, Tina. You had something to say?
It doesn't work out well. And at the end, it'll just drain you. Because if that's not what they want to do, then you shouldn't do it.
I seen Tina Shelton raise her hand, and I'm kind of thinking that was what she was going to say. It drains you, doesn't it? Yeah. So we want to focus on our gaps and figure out. So any other ideas y'all have that will increase team results? What have you done in the past that's been successful?
I do the prices I see that you have up there. Sometime we'll say whoever put in the highest order will win a gift or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you
That
have to
one.
think back what you've done that's been successful in the past and what can I do now?
Yeah.
All right. So we want to think about what we're going to do. We want to adjust our plans. So by looking at everything during the campaign, we can track the results and determine where we need to do to adjust our success before the end of the campaign. And then long term, we want to look beyond and track our business results versus our goal. So every 6 campaigns, or about every quarter, you can determine what you need by looking at the last quarter. So every 6 weeks, make a new plan and look back and see what you done in the last one to see where your successes were and where your gaps are, because you want to keep practicing those same successful techniques that you had before. All right. So your team is your multiplier. If you want to become a gold ambassador, is it easier to raise 3 bronze ambassadors to get to gold or get $4,000 in sales?
3 bronze ambassadors.
Yeah, 3 bronze ambassadors will have $3,000 in total unit sales to your team, or you can try to go get $4,000 worth of sales by yourself. Teamwork, ladies, teamwork. So together, everyone achieves more. That's what team stands for. So it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. Napoleon Hill. Also, I think it was Zig Ziglar who said, the more millionaires you make in life, the richer you will be. I always remember that. Make people rich and you'll be rich. That's what I got out of that. Okay, so here is our, and I didn't open this up, our working the plan. Let me see. Let me minimize this a little and I will go find it. I had it pulled up. Am I going to get lucky? No, I'm not. So let me pull that up for us and then we'll go over it. Working the plan. I think that's the. Did y'all all receive your working the plan already?
Yes.
And for my team, I posted it on our Facebook page, of course. Here we go. All right, we'll get this where we can look at it. So working the plan. Your current kit gives you step-by-step instructions on how to find the gaps in your current campaign, where your gaps are, and why do you think this is. Why do you think this is just as important as where they are. Then you can create your plan to take action on your team sales and your leaders. And then look at the last 2 completed campaigns. So you don't have to do the whole 6. Just look at your last 2 campaigns and see what your earnings title, your earning amount, your Gen 1 appointments, and your personal sales. Find the gaps there. Find out why you think this is so. Create a plan to take action. So your call to action is to add or revise activities on your upcoming 2-week calendar based on your learnings from this exercise and then see what impact you can make. You might need a little help going over this, so don't hesitate to let me know. And I thought, I don't know if I skipped some stuff or I just haven't seen it yet, but there's some more. Yeah, we accidentally skipped over some. No, we didn't. Okay. So does anybody need help with figuring out any of this? How do you find these reports? Are y'all good on reports? Okay. So Kathleen and Denise, while Eliana's on vacation this week, if you need help finding reports, let me know, and I'm happy to help you. And, of course, my team will have a one-on-one next week, but if you need help this week, please reach out, and we'll work on those together. All right, so we have our collaboration call 1 week from Thursday, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. So here's our upcoming question. What is your proudest moment as an Avon business leader? This should be interesting because I bet y'all have some really great moments. Okay.
Mhm.
So, we're back to where we were in the beginning, working the plan. Let's plan it, execute it, track the progress, rinse and repeat.
Sounds good.
I'll get out of this and we'll go back to our little screen. Before we end, does anybody have any questions? What do y'all think about what you just seen?
We have learned a lot.
Yep.
Very informative.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work in this one. There's a lot of looking at reports. And if you're not a numbers person, it can be a little overwhelming. So don't hesitate to reach out for help on it because, that's what we're here for. I'm not a numbers person, but I will tell you this. This is why it matters. I had a district divisional manager show me how numbers affected my success as a district sales manager. And when I learned to look at those numbers and I learned how to move the numbers in the right direction, it made all the difference in the world. Because before you start showing me a thing of numbers and my little old brain just went, well, I don't know. I was done. Okay. The whole conversation, I just glossed over and lost my mind. Once I found out it was the key to success, all of a sudden I got real interested in numbers. So once you see it, you will know. So we've done calendar planning. We've set our goals. Now we have to put it together and learn how to track our success and find the gaps. So it should be an interesting last seminar. The next seminar call will be 2 weeks from tonight. And that is our very last one. And that module only lasts the week.
Okay.
So we are that close to the end. Are y'all ready for graduation?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we're ready to advance titles. We're ready to move on. Ready to make that money we're always talking about. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I can let y'all go unless you have anything else you want to ask. Nope. That's all I'm seeing is nopes. Okay. So I'm going to stop this recording.